Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. Selena is over there sitting on a chair, so she may not join us today. Yes, I do have a different hat on. I put my hat in the wash and forgot to dry it, so hey, it is backup hat today. And it's Mario. Big, poofy, beanie thing today. So, anyway, hello, welcome to anybody who is new, and welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. It is always nice to talk with you guys, in the comments and all that good stuff. I just got back from a retreat, so I do want to talk about that. I'll try not to make it too long because I know not everybody's a big fan of that. Um, Obviously, you feel free to move past that if you'd like. But yeah. Let me go ahead and I will talk about that real quick. Then we'll get to the comments. I've actually only worked on two things, so I do have a finish. It was a retreat finish, and then I've been working on one other thing. So then I have some haul and stuff. So I don't think this will be terribly long, but we'll see. So first for the retreat, so it was Stitching the Springs, which was in Yellow Springs, Ohio. So you've got um, you got Cincinnati, and then you got Dayton, and then between I think it's Dayton and Columbus, it's kind of there. It's really not in the middle of anything, but it's excuse me, it's really an adorable little town. Anybody who's from my part of the country, if you know what Asheville, North Carolina is like, where it's kind of artsy and real, very open minded, very just a cute little small town. And so I did not actually get to go to the Yellow Springs of Yellow Springs fame. A couple people did, so maybe next time. There's a lot of things I didn't get to do. I didn't get to go to Skyline. I didn't get to go to Jungle Gyms. This was a very short trip. So I'll have to plan a little better next time, I guess. We'll see. But yeah, so the retreat itself was great. It was pretty small. I'd guess maybe 40, 50 people would be my guess. So, wasn't really all that big. It was in this great, the, it was a little kind of a boutique sort of inn. It kind of looked like a bed and breakfast, but it really wasn't. It was not a bed and breakfast. Um, and so, it looked like it was really old. It actually, again, it was not old, but it was the way that it was made, um, made it look kind of old fashioned and with a lot of nice, white wood. And for some reason, and I don't know why, I forgot to ask. They have like a corgi theme running throughout the whole thing, so that was really cute. Okay, that's way too hot to drink right now, so I will wait on the tea. So yeah, the inn itself was great. We were right smack in the middle of their tiny little downtown, which was great. We walked around. I got to get some. There was a bookstore slash comic book shop, and I got some Doctor Strange stuff there. Some novels, some graphic novels, and comics and such. Um, they had a cat named Spooky, who was just adorable. There was also almost across the street from that was a just an old timey like hardware store, and she had the tiniest little cat named Orville, because this is Yellow Springs is really close to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, so this is obviously the Wright brothers, when they flew in North Carolina, but they were actually from this part of Ohio, so there's a lot of stuff named after them, including Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Um, and so this cat was named Orville. I believe she said that the cat she had before this was named Wilbur. So there you go. But yeah, he was just the cutest, tiny little gray cat, and I got to hold him. It was great. So didn't get to hold Spooky, but I did get to pet him. Spooky was a short haired black cat. So not too reminded me, of course, of Selena. So, but both of them were adorable. So yeah, I love that they were like shop cats. That was great. But yeah, uh, for the actual retreat itself, the only thing I didn't like is because it's kind of short. So it starts Friday and it goes through Saturday, and you have a little bit of time on Sunday, but not much. So it's on the shorter side of thing. And honestly, if that's what you're complaining about a retreat, then that's actually good. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to finally meet Vicky Gable. She is just as crazy as all and awesome as she is online in real life. So that was really really cool. I got to meet Kat, who um, she works at the inn, so that's why we were able to get it there. And her sister, I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. Got to see Tiffany again. I know she's another one of my. So Vicky and Kat and Tiffany are all part of the virtual Stitchers online on Zoom. So I got to meet Tiffany again. Kat and Vicky were first timers. Also at our table, well, Sheila was at our table and she was amazing. She's so the funny thing was is that when Vicky walked up, she thought Sheila was someone else. So Candy, who's another lady who was at the retreat, and so just the whole weekend we were calling Sheila Candy, and she was being a very good sport about it. So I don't think she watches me, but if she does, if she happens to see this, thank you for being a good sport about it. I appreciate it. You were definitely nice about that when we were giving you a hard time. Uh, Also, Tina Frazier, who I have seen her name on like a bunch of the um, the Facebook groups that I'm on, and so it was really nice to put face in the name. And I believe her mom as well, who I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. I think that rounds out our table. Um, so yeah, those guys were really great. Like I said, I got to meet Vicky. I also got to meet Jessie Marie, which is she's really sweet. I didn't talk to her very much. I didn't want to bother her or anything, but she's just as sweet as she seems. She really is. She's really really nice. And again, I know she doesn't watch this, but if somebody happens to send this on to her, yeah, she was just really sweet. And I meant to ask her to send a picture, but maybe I'll maybe talk to her another time. But yeah, so that was really cool. This is like most retreats. This was just a bring your own stuff. Um, stitch on whatever you like. Um, and so, um, unfortunately, I also did not get to keepsakes because it's about an hour away. So Yellow Springs is about an hour away from Cincinnati. Um, and I just really didn't want to be gone that long, especially with as short as the retreat was. So, it is what it is. Um, all right. So yeah, I mean, it was really fun. Lots of laughs. I don't know what else to say. It was just really cool. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it is what it is. They are going to have another one in spring, and then another one in fall. Um, and I don't think, as at least as when I record this, they're not actually open for those yet. And so I don't think I'll be able to get to the spring one, but I definitely want to go to the fall one again for sure. It's still a bit hot, but almost drinkable. Um, just so I'm on tea blackcurrant. I also gave out some tea and some cards. So hopefully, maybe a few of you guys who were there will find me. Which that'd be awesome. So I know. I think. Yeah. I don't think I've had anybody say that they're new yet. But who knows? Maybe like I said, maybe it'll happen. All right, so I guess that's really about it for the retreat. I am not going to do the stuff from the retreat yet. I'll do that in the hall later. So that way it won't. I can kind of break it up a little bit. All right. So, real quick, gonna do the comments here. Once again, like I said, I love every comment. I love to read every comment. I respond to every comment. I always appreciate it, no matter what you have to say. I mean, even if you're just saying hi, I don't care. That's fine. It's good with me. I like to go ahead and just read these out real quick. So Tina Frazier first. Um, hey Sebastian, hey, it was great to finally meet you this weekend and share our table and lunch. Yes, a great conversation, newly formed connections. Yes, definitely. Like I said, I loved putting a face to the name because I'd seen you around, and you were in some of my groups, but I mean, we never really had any reason to like chat back and forth. But hey, now we do. So awesome. Yep. Hopefully, we'll get to chance to spend more time together next year. Yeah. Hopefully we can share a table next year again. That was fun. So I'm definitely that's my plan. But we'll see. We'll see what life does. But yeah. Thank you. X Stitch Dogs and Tea said, "Hey, enjoyed the treat. I very much did. Thank you. Thank you." Northern Stitcher says, "Hi, I hope this comment gets to you." It did, yay. If anybody is new, I've been having problems with YouTube not giving me my comments or waiting. Literally, I had one that was a year old, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what that's from. I love your new project, and the blue on blue is beautiful. I don't remember if I showed the finish of that. I might need to check it out. Um, but that was actually part of my local retreat here. Um, that was a different retreat where we actually got projects to do, and of course, they were all arranged by Donna, the lady who owns our LNS, and so that blue on blue was her idea, and yeah, I loved working on it, even though I accidentally misstarted it once and had to restart the fabric, but had nothing to do with her and everything to do with me. So that's that. Um, but yeah, I loved her. I loved her ideas, and I loved that blue on blue stitching, and that might be something I might try to do another time. So, let's see. Oh, I ordered from 123 a lot. I ordered on the 24th. It shipped the next day, and took 3 days from Texas to Anchorage. So I had been saying before in the past that I love 123 Stitch, and I've ordered from them plenty of times before, but they were always really slow on the stitching. I mean, stitching on the shipping. They used to be based in Utah, I believe Salt Lake City, and they very recently moved from Salt Lake City to, I believe, the Dallas area. And so I wasn't sure whether that had improved things. But so Janice was saying, Northern Stitcher is Janice, and so it sounds like, at least to her, and she lives in Alaska, so that's a lot different than South Carolina. And it got there pretty quick. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and give them another chance, see kind of what happens. But it sounds like maybe they've got their stuff together a little bit more. So that's good. Um, let's see. Oh, enjoy your retreat. Get lots of stitching done. The retreat was awesome. I don't know exactly how much stitching I got done, but that's kind of how a retreat works. So Marumi Craft says, "Hope you enjoy the treat. That fox and rabbit fabric is really pretty." Yeah, I love the stuff that Fox and Rabbit do. In fact, I am a part of their fabric of the month, and I just got one so far, but I really like it, and so I definitely want to stick with them for a while and see, you know, get a little bit more of their fabrics. Ooh, that was hot. Okay, that was a bigger mouthful than I had intended to sip. Whoops. All right, Debbie says, "You graduated 6 years after me. Oh, does that make me a whippersnapper? Do I have to get off your lawn?" Anyway, um, let's see. Oh, the U.S. link sounds fun. Yeah, so I gave a link last week of where you can actually make a list here, or you can use a map, and you can tell it like which states you've visited, which states you've driven through, and if anybody who's a traveler or who has been traveling in the past, it's nice to kind of track, where you've been in the U.S. at least. But yeah, it was really cool, and so that was fun for me to fill out there. Let's see. U.S. Lounge fun. Enjoy your retreat. My next one's in April. So I don't know when my next retreat's going to be. Um, I am. I signed up for StitchCon, but I have not heard back yet. So It sounds like I'm on the waiting list. So whether I actually get to know go or not, I don't know because I don't know obviously where I am on the list or anything. So, I may or may not go to that. And other than the local retreats um, at my LNS, um, I don't have anything planned other than hoping to go to the Stitching in the Springs next fall. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Uh, Jackie, I guess it is, AS. Enjoy the treat. Thank you. I did. Would love to go to one someday. Um, Honestly, they're really popping up all over the U.S. I'm assuming you live in the U.S. I don't know. Um, so I apologize if you don't. There are at least a couple I know in Canada. I think there's one like in like the Ontario region, and I want to say there was one further west, like Saskatchewan or somewhere. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyway, so if you look around, I'll bet you can find one that is semi close. I mean, um, you know, I missed one that was in Myrtle Beach. I wish I'd been able to go. Um, but I mean, even in the same state, that's still like 4.5 hours away, which is crazy. So I'm hoping maybe if they have another one, I might be able to get to the Myrtle Beach one. That's probably the closest one that I know of for me. Um, so yeah, there's not a whole bunch of them in the South, but there's a little bit. But yeah, I mean, look around. I mean, there's definitely retreats around that you can find. And finally, Linda Ficatola says, "Have a great time on your retreat." I did. I had an awesome time, and I can't wait to go back next year. So, yep, that is going to be all of my comments. And once again, please feel free to leave a comment. I love reading them. So, mm. And of course, my favorite bee mug from where was it from? World Market. World Market. I really need to see if they have another one because if this one ever breaks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll be so sad. Sorry. This see the problem is having an actual thing there. It's making me. It's driving my OCD crazy. Maybe this is why this is not my regular hat because I have to keep this stupid thing in the middle, or else it's driving me crazy. So yeah. All right. So for stitching, we have no FFOs, no new FFOs. Um, I have actually hold on just one moment. I'm actually going to pause this because I need to go get another finish, I believe, just in case I haven't showed it to you. So I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. Hopefully, this will not cause any issues with video. I actually got a few more finishes I want to show you because I don't believe that I showed you all of them. I may not have shown you any of them. So I've got a few finishes. No new starts, no FFOs, and then one other one that I worked on. So, I had talked to you guys before about about things falling apparently. I talked to you guys before about there we go the retreat that I went to. It was Christmas themed, and a lot of the projects that we did were really small because she wanted us to be able to finish them before Christmas, so they could be like um, ornaments or whatever. So I do have a few of these finished, and unfortunately, I don't have where they're from, so I do apologize for that. This was just in a book of like 101. So this is just a little cardinal. There you go. I don't believe that all the backstitch was there. I think just maybe down the wing. But I did end up doing all the backstitch and all those crazy long stitch pine needles. Doesn't really want to. Doesn't really want to focus. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so there we go. But yeah, so that was a finish for the from that retreat. This was a I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was from. Um, Not Cottage Garden. I don't remember. Anyway, it was named Mary. So it's just a little wreath, and so it came with a couple buttons and the Mary. Oh, there we go. And I'm sorry, it's terribly, terribly wrinkled. But yeah, so that is the little Mary wreath. And again, um, I'll be able to finish these. I think not this weekend, but next weekend, I think is our finishing class. This weekend, our LNS is actually doing a murder mystery slash um, hot dog roast slash hot chocolate thing. So I have a character that I'm going to be for this murder mystery. So we'll see. I don't know if I did it or not. We'll see if I did. Now this is going to go on a sled. So that is also, oh, there we go. Now it's nice and focused. Again, another bit of long stitches and or just back stitches there. But yep, that'll go on a sled. And this was the one that I was talking about was blue on blue. This is not the original fabric. The original fabric, I started it wrong. So I ended up having to find another piece. This is a really pretty piece of um, Foxing Rabbit, I do believe. And I have plenty of it left, so there's lots more to go. But that is the very pretty blue on blue that I was talking about. And it is a variegated DMC. You can see it in some spots, like down here. You can kind of see it's variegated more. But it's like a tonal variegation. And that is going to go inside, there we go, inside like a little whitewashed box. So, these all have the way that they're going to be finished. I believe that is a hoop finish, if I remember correctly. And then this will be some sort of flat ornament sort of finish, I believe. Um, so that's all of those finishes the for the Christmas retreat. So that's four, one, two, three, yeah, four out of the um, seven items that we got. So that's pretty good. The only other one that is possible to maybe finish would be there's a Biscornu as well. Um, and so it just depends on whether I want to buckle down and work on that Biscornu or not. Maybe not. So I think maybe these four will be alright. Now, the other thing I finished, you guys are going to love this. Maybe you know by the fabric. Oh, okay. I actually finished this at the retreat, which was so fun, so I got to ring the bell. It is finally, I got the Move Forward in Love done. Yay! Look at that shit. Woo! So, I started that June the 1st, the very beginning of Pride. Finished it October. Let's see, what day was last Saturday? October the 12th. I mean, sorry, November the 12th. November the 12th. So there you go. So, about 4 months or so. All of June, all of July, all of August, all of September, so four. Actually, more like 6 months. But, yep, there it is. So, all of the colors are called for except for this blue where the little things are connecting. And then this around the edge is a rainbowy silk that I had. All the rest are DMCs. Except for those two. So, there you go. It is done. I am so happy about that. I have no clue as to what I'm going to do with it. I would like to do something with it. Um, this would probably lend itself easiest just to a good old frame. Um, of course, the question is then, where do I put it? As you can see behind me, um, you can guess the other walls are the same. There's not a whole lot of room on the walls. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's a whole crapload of finishes. Again, if I had shown you guys any of these before, I do apologize. I don't remember if I had shown any of you, if I had shown them before, and if so, which ones. Um, but yeah, so those are all those finishes. Now, the only thing I worked on, like once I got the Move Forward in Love finished, what I went to at the retreat was I went back to my You Belong to Me. Where is that? There it is. This is a long dog. There we go. It is the Egyptian themed. So, long dog, you belong to me. I finished this first part up here, maybe down to about that right there. So, it is the first third. So, I am in this big old second third right now with all the pyramids and shit. So, this is definitely going to take a while. This was started January the 1st. This was a New Year, New Start of this year. So, um, I mean, I got more than a third of it done in a year. And I mean, obviously there's still a month and a half left. So we'll see what happens. And so I have moved it. As you can see, that's all of that up there. I was able to do this row. And I think I did all that row at the retreat, and I maybe started a little bit here. But since I got home, I've pretty much done most of this stuff right here. Uh, and because I was going down, that's why I'm starting at the bottom instead of the top this time. But, I'll make my way around, whatever. It's kind of six one half dozen the other, really. So this one right here, that is the little place that we stayed at. That's the Mills Park Hotel. So you can kind of get a nice view of how, that cute little house that's out on the front. That's the road out front there. But yeah, so this is what I've done so far. Not much. My Stitchy Bug is mostly back, not 100% back. I mean, obviously, I haven't stitched a lot since I got home. Um, but I mean, that's not that unusual. So after a retreat or something, a lot of times, I wouldn't say I'm burnt out on stitching, but sometimes I take a little bit of a break from it. But I'm not too worried about it. And of course, I have other stuff to work on, so it won't just be my You Belong to Me. Obviously, I brought plenty of other stuff home. So, that would bring me up to the haul. I'm not going to show you everything that I got because that would take a while. I did take a bunch of stuff, and I really do think I brought back less than I got, but you know. So first off, the things that I bought, since Vicky was there, of course I had to get a freaking bag from her. So got this cool. Sorry, there we go. That's a little bit less glare. Cool checkered on front, and these neat cats and owls and pumpkins on the back. I know it's not Halloween, but I don't really care. And then the little charm here is an owl. So yeah, this is really cool. So I always have to get a bag from her. Now this is somebody I hadn't heard of before. This is Alara Designs, I believe it is. Alara. So this is a cute little bag. Obviously, it's smaller. I'd guess maybe 6 by 6, something like that. Maybe 8 by 8. Um, but it's got this pretty swirly design. And look at this on the back. Freaking otters! How could I not get this? I mean, come on. Look at that. It's freaking otters. And it's got seaweed on it, which is awesome too. And some fish. But look! Otters! And a puffin, apparently. Yeah, random puffin. But anyway, yeah, I saw that and I was like, correct. That was the first thing I grabbed. So, yeah, that was definitely happening. Okay, there were two other things. Hold on. Well, I can't find the other one right now, but that's fine. Um, This one was a fight. I didn't grab it, and then I did, and then I thought about it before I actually paid for it, and I finally paid for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I can't resist such a weird color. And I know Live and Die LA is good stuff. I have plenty of her other stuff. She was not there, but she sent kind of like a trunk show, I guess you could say. And so, yeah, this is called Oogie Boogie. It's a 16 count Ada. And just look at this. It's showing a little bluer than it is. It's actually a little greener than that. But yeah, it's just this bright, like boogery, slimer sort of green, and I love it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll figure something out. So it's 16 count Ada on a fat eighth. So it'll be big enough for a decent sized project. The last thing, and I got two of these, and I can't find the other one for some reason. I don't know where it went. Oh well. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's the same. This is also from Live and Die LA. This is called Bog Witch. So I got two 50 yarders with the thought of probably doing another long dog on those. But look at this. It's shades of blue, and then you've got this coppery brown. It's really, really pretty. So, yeah, that's really cool. And it's coming up pretty true to color. But yeah, so I got two of these. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Like I said, more likely than not, it's probably going to be some sort of long dog. There is one long dog I actually have my eye on. I'm trying to remember its name. I think it was called Dilemma. It was the one that has 9 squares, and you've got 15 motifs that can go in the squares, and you have to decide which squares you want and in what order you want to put them in. So I think that's why it's called Dilemma. So I will probably end up getting that. Oh, I apologize. I also met Sammy J out of Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. She is just awesome. And in fact, she is. Oh, damn, I found something else. She is actually super sweet. Oh, there it is. She actually gave me. This is a bit of such kindness here. Um, a Look at this. It's so cute. It's called broom parking. There you go. But look at the cutie of the broom parking. That's really cute. So that was really sweet of her. Uh, and she is actually. I'm probably going to end up getting that long dog from her. I talked to her about it. She didn't have it there, but she could order it. So I'll probably end up getting that dilemma from her. A couple real quick things before I do more Stitchy Kindness. I forgot a couple things. This is Valkyrie Stitchworks, which I want to say is Cats. The one, like I said, she's the one who actually works at the Mills Park Inn. So this is a really pretty. There you go, like bluey purple. It's a 14 count Ada. It's a fat eighth. Um, so yeah, that's really pretty. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I did get a couple of because I need more needle minders, obviously. A couple of needle minders from Vicky Stitching Buttons. I had to get the It's Not Lupus. Except for the one time it actually was lupus. But anyway. And then it's like a kind of a Halloweeny Mickey, which is cute. Almost like a Haunted Mansion Mickey. And it says, hello, I like to stab things. There you go. So, I got those three. I also got, again, from Live and Die LA, it says Stitch with Pride. It's a little hard to see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's it right there. So, there you go. It's kind of rainbowy. So, yeah. Because, like I said, I need more. Okay, come on. Come on. There you go, buddy. Come on. Focus. You are not going to focus. Come on. Focus, damn it. Yes, I bought Tim Hortons while I was there. That is a non-stitchy purchase there. Um, so, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. I apologize. So some of the free stuff, like I said, I'm not going to show you. Oh, there's the other Live and Die LA. So this one might actually have a little bit more brown in the blue, but that's the other Bog Witch. So that's the other one there. Another bit of Stitch of Kindness was this was from Vicky Stitching Buttons. So this will be really cool to use. So it's what 16? No, 20. 20 floss holder. So whenever I have something that has a little bit more colors, I can just go ahead and put the floss in these. So that's really cool. That was a really nice little Stitch of Kindness. Um, okay, so just a few of the highlights of some of the stuff I grabbed. Um, I love Pooh, so I think I might have gotten a second Pooh one, but that was some Pooh Christmas stuff. I got some cat stuff. That's Shine on Harvest Moon from Val stuff. That's a Henzite, which it actually still has the even still has the charm. So there we go, Friends Forever. So I got some more cat stuff. But that was a couple of cat things I got. I also got a couple of tea things. This is Come to My Table and Share With Me Warm Gingerbread Cookies and Cranberry Tea. Not usually my thing, but I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a nice wintry, and it'd be a quick stitch. And also a tea time sampler, which not only has teas, but down here at the other side here, it also has bees. So yay, has bees and teas. I like that. That was kind of cool. And like I said, I'm not going to show everything, but the big one that I got, and I don't know who did these. This is the whole set of the Prairie Schoolers, the A through Z. I mean the entire set. Like it's all well. Okay, let's not show the things, but it's like there we go. It is all of them, A through Z. Now I don't know whether I'm going to do these or not, whether I'm going to do some of them, I don't know. Um, so, but I could not resist the fact that it was the entire set of these. What are these? So they're 100 by 70 each. So, I mean, they're not tiny, you know. These are 101 by 72. So I guess they're right thereabouts. 100 by, what was that, 100 by 70 as well? 100 by 70, yeah. So 100 by 72. So yeah, they're right at about the same. This is Stitches and Things from Michigan, so I don't know whether that actually uh, says who it's from. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, how could I not just get this whole set? That's just amazing. Um, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But yeah, I think that was really cool. So I could not resist that. And as I showed you, I was actually able to get to Tim Hortons. I got some Timbits, which were amazing. Timbits are donut holes, but they have them in all these great flavors. They have like a birthday cake, they have a chocolate, they have a sour cream, which is good. But the one that was my favorite, which I would never have guessed was going to be my favorite, I like blueberries, but I don't like necessarily blueberry muffins or blueberry donuts. But these blueberry Timbits were amazing. They were really good, and they were my favorite Timbits. But yeah, this is for the K-Cups. So now I can have some Tim Hortons here in South Carolina. So that's always nice. I'll put these off. Put these things off to the side here. Um, yeah, that is about that. A couple of things here. Um, I was telling you guys, I don't think I showed this to you before. I was telling you guys that I am a part of the Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month. And I don't think I showed this to you. If I did, I apologize. This is called Rose Garden. I'm not usually pink, but it's a nice subtle pink with some white in it. So I think it's nice. And this is actually a fat quarter. So there you go. So it's a nice size. So I will definitely find a way to use this. The Fortnite fabrics. This is called Ruth. I don't think I showed this one to you guys before. Oh wait, no, wait. No, I did show you this one, which is Ruth. Sorry, that's last month's. I apologize. This month's is Madagascar. So it's kind of a cool brown. There you go, a brownie gray. Not really much to it. It's very pretty though. It's not very variegated, but I mean that's fine. It's a nice neutral kind of brownie gray. So that will definitely be good for um, um, probably end up something like Halloweeny or something like that. Something that needs a nice gray. And I don't think I showed these to you guys before. Oh, I got a little Stitchy Kindness from a LNS friend. They're bobbins that are shaped like um, I guess they're supposed to be hedgehogs, but yeah, they're really cute. So hedgehog bobbins. Um, and this I got from my LNS. I guess the week before I left for the con, and I got the thread for it, so that's not important. But I have a lot to say. Maybe you should get some popcorn, or maybe you should get popcorn. There you go. So Silver Creep samplers, better believe it. 'Cause that is absolutely, definitely me. One last thing I did end up getting from Silver Creek, Silver Creek, from Yellow Springs. It's Alexander Hamilton, and it also has a magnet in the head, so I'm actually putting it on my fridge. But yeah, he's a he's a magnet head and a finger puppet of Hamilton with his little ponytail and everything. So yeah, I could not resist getting Hamilton as a pony as a anyway, that's a little thing. That was at the bookstore that had Spooky and all the Doctor Strange stuff. I didn't think that you guys would be all that interested in the Doctor Strange stuff, so I didn't bother. If you guys are, I can definitely show you guys. And it's comic book stuff, so you may or may not be interested in it. Um, all right. Oh, I also went to Bucky's and got some fudge because because it's Bucky's. Hold on just one moment. I apologize. I have to pause one more time. All right, I apologize for that. So yeah, when I go to Bucky's, one of the things I usually grab is some fudge. This was called Tiger Bark. I think it was Tiger Bark. Anyway, it's got kind of this stripy thing on the top, and then it's got two layers with like peanut butter in the middle. So there you go. But yeah, so I usually just get peanut butter fudge, but I wanted to try this Tiger Bark one. It was really yummy, so I did that. Yeah, so whenever uh, I don't know. I mean, Bucky's is really cool, and the gas prices are good. But getting in and out and around is kind of a pain in the ass because everybody else has the same idea, unfortunately. So there is that. But it is what it is. Um, but yeah, I like. They have really cheap drinks, like the 16 ounces of. I don't have one here with me. The 16 ounces of the Arnold Palmers are like a buck, and they're usually like $1.50 elsewhere, or sometimes $1.25. But they're not. They're usually more than $1. So that's nice. I usually grab a couple of those and some fudge. Um, that's usually about it. I don't usually get that much there. They have a cool wall of jerky, and it really is a wall of jerky. Um, and I have not tried their jerky yet, but they have like lots of different flavors. So, maybe next time. We are getting a Bucky's in the next 2 years or so, about 45 minutes down the road. So that will be the closest to us. There's already one open in the south of the state, like in the lower corner, close to Charleston. I think it was close, or was it Myrtle Beach? I don't know. Either way, it's on the coast, so it's not particularly close to me. So, um, but yeah, so that's not one that's really doable. Um, as far as I know, other than the one that's going to be going into, I believe it's Anderson, which is a weird place for one, but whatever. Um, I think the next closest one might be in Tennessee. So, you know. But anyway, so, that's Bucky's and all that good stuff. Um, all right. I think that's about it. I don't want this to run too long. It's not quite 45 minutes right now, so that's not too bad. I guess we will do our of the weeks and then we'll be all set. So, as I was talking about before, so for the Stitchy website of the week, I'm going to do Sammy J's Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. I believe that she also has a Facebook as well, but I did the actual website here. Um, so if you look up Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery on Facebook, I know that she has that too, and I think she sells stuff from there as well. So you could go to either one, either the website or the Facebook. But yeah, she has a lot of really cool stuff. Shipping is really fast. I have not gotten from her yet. Like I said, I'm gonna order that long dog from her. Um, but I've had a lot of people order from her, and she's really fast and, um, you know, good prices and all that good stuff. So I will definitely be ordering that from her soon. The non-situ website of the week. So, somebody, I don't even remember who this was, showed this to me. So, there's a website called Time Traveler by Merriam-Webster. So, what it is that you can go to whatever year, and it'll tell you what words were put in the dictionary for that year. So let me do this. Let me see if I can scroll down here like super super fast for you guys, um, because I know that I had. Um, I'll show my age here, but I was actually born in 1975. So let me see if I can scroll down to 75, and I'll tell you just a few of the words that. Here we go. Airball, alternative rock, ATM, CAT scan. Let's see. Curb appeal. Let's see. Gigabyte. That was an interesting one. G rated. I'm not really sure why that was in 75, but let's see. What else? Leisure suit. Well, there you go on that one. Nose tackle, if you like football. Let's see. Sharpay. Okay, I'm sure there were Sharpays before that, but whatever. Texas Hold'em was in there. Twist tie. UVA and UVB. And wide area network. And for you guys who live um, in Michigan, Uper was apparently put in the Merriam-Webster dictionary in 75. Oh, and pickleball. I didn't know pickleball was that old, but there you go. But yeah, so that's just a few, obviously. But so you can go. Oh, 76 was restless leg syndrome. Anyways, so I'll stop looking at that because I will keep doing this. So it's really fascinating to see what words were put in the dictionary, in certain years. Um, so I have that link down below, obviously, and I take no responsibility for the amount of time that you sit there and scroll through it because, yeah, I just did the same thing. Like last night, I was on there for like a couple hours, just scrolling through, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, so that was a very interesting website. I'm glad I came upon that, and I don't even remember who showed it to me, but yeah, I'm glad that they did. Oops, well, oh yeah, and the thing got me today. So yeah, she's over there asleep in a chair. So I apologize that Selena is not going to grace us with her presence today. Um, but yeah, she got me. She got me pretty good earlier today. So it is what it is. Cat is cat, and I will live through it somehow or another. All right. So let me just do the bee fact, and then we'll be all set. So there are 5 products that come from the hive: honey, beeswax, pollens, propolis, and royal jelly. I'm not 100% sure what propolis is. I know what the rest of them are. I mean, honey and beeswax and pollen are kind of obvious. Royal jelly is the jelly that they feed one bee to make her queen, and you can actually buy royal jelly. I've never tried it, so I don't know how it is. Because it's a bit rare. It's more expensive than honey, obviously. Um, so I haven't really tried it. It looks a lot different, if I remember correctly. Whereas honey is like clear, I think royal jelly is more like it almost looks more like jelly. It's more cloudy, like cloudy and lighter yellow. If I'm thinking correctly. So there you go. But all right, I guess that's really gonna be about it. If there's anything else you wanted me to show you, more of what I, more of what I got, something, one of the patterns maybe that you saw that you liked, anything like that, just please tell me, and I'm more than happy to go through anything else or answer any questions or anything like that. All right. So I guess that is about it. Oh, I did forget to show you B and B scoring you over here. And I can't show you Selena, unfortunately. So from the three of us and not the cat, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.